Near-death experiences, or NDEs, remain one of the most profound mysteries of the human experience. People from various backgrounds and cultures have reported these experiences, often describing them as transformative and, in many cases, life-altering. Today, we dive into a particularly compelling case, a young boy who claims to have returned from the brink of death with a message from Jesus. This video will explore the details of his experience, the message he received, and the broader implications it may hold. The event that led to the boy's near-death experience began like any other day. Without delving into the specific circumstances surrounding the incident to respect privacy and sensitivity, it's essential to understand that it was sudden and unexpected, thrusting the boy into a critical state where he was momentarily pronounced clinically dead. This state, as reported in many NDEs, is often the precursor to the experience of transcending physical existence. During this critical moment, the boy experienced what many describe during an NDE, a sensation of leaving the body, a feeling of peace, and the presence of a bright light. The concept of an out-of-body experience is a common thread in many such stories, where individuals report observing the situation from outside themselves, even from above. This phenomenon continues to intrigue medical and psychological experts, who often seek to determine whether these experiences are physiological responses or hold a deeper spiritual significance. As the boy navigated this state, he described entering a realm that felt distinctly different from the ordinary physical world. The environment was enveloped in a serene brightness, commonly noted in many accounts of NDEs. It's here, in this otherworldly space, that he encountered a figure who identified himself as Jesus. The presence of spiritual figures in NDEs is not uncommon, and they often convey messages or guidance to the individual experiencing the encounter. The description of the meeting was vivid and detailed. The figure, emanating a profound sense of love and understanding, communicated with the boy not through spoken words, but through an immediate transfer of thoughts and emotions, a form of communication that transcends human language. This type of interaction suggests an intense personal connection and delivers a directness that verbal communication may lack. The content of this message, which the boy described as both urgent and foreboding, suggested a call to action or a warning, marking a pivotal moment in his experience. In his near-death experience, the boy was given a message by the figure he identified as Jesus. The content of this message was profound and unsettling, described as a serious warning or a directive that seemed to carry significant weight. The specifics of the message, while deeply personal, suggested a broader relevance, hinting at challenges or trials that needed to be faced, or changes that required immediate attention in the world. These messages, often perceived as dire or urgent in nature, prompt a reflection on moral, ethical, and spiritual responsibilities. The boy felt a deep sense of duty to convey this message to others, a task that carries both a burden and a sense of urgency. In discussing the impact of such messages, it's crucial to consider their dual nature. They are both deeply personal, yet universally resonant, capable of influencing not just one individual's path, but potentially the courses of many lives. This duality underscores the mysterious and profound nature of such experiences and their messages, which often compel the recipients to action or change. Upon returning to consciousness, the boy's recovery was as miraculous as his experience. Waking in a hospital room, he immediately felt an overwhelming need to share what he had experienced. The transition from a state of near death back to physical life was marked by a flurry of emotions, confusion, fear, and an undeniable urgency to respond to the message he received. His recounting of the events was met with a mixture of awe and skepticism by those around him. The aftermath of his experience saw significant changes in his demeanor and outlook. He became more contemplative, perhaps matured beyond his years, due to the weight of the knowledge he felt compelled to share. Such transformations are not uncommon in those who have experienced NDEs. They often report a renewed perspective on life, a deeper sense of spirituality, or a newfound purpose. For the boy, the message was not just a fleeting memory, but a call to action that he believed needed to be shared to better the world in some tangible way. Following the boy's return to everyday life, the echoes of his near-death encounter and the message he received continued to resonate deeply within him. This profound experience instilled a new sense of purpose and urgency, transforming his outlook and approach to life. Such a shift is common among those who have had similar experiences, where the intensity of their encounter leads to a reevaluation of their values and priorities. He adopted a more reflective demeanor, often engaging in conversations about the value of life and the importance of heeding moral and spiritual calls to action. His focus shifted towards matters of deeper significance, a change that can be attributed to the weighty nature of the message he believed he was tasked to deliver. This transformation underscored a critical aspect of his experience: the impact of a perceived divine intervention on a young, impressionable mind. The reactions from those around the boy varied widely, from skepticism to complete belief. His family, while supportive, struggled at times to fully grasp the magnitude of his claims. They found themselves navigating the delicate balance between supporting their loved one and understanding the extraordinary nature of his experience. This dynamic is typical in such situations, where extraordinary claims require careful consideration and handling by those involved. Friends and extended family members also reacted in diverse ways, with some showing intrigue and others doubt. This spectrum of responses highlights the common societal divisions regarding supernatural or spiritual experiences, especially those involving claims of divine messages. For those who believed the boy, his experience was a testament to the profound mysteries of life and spirituality that deserved attention and reflection. For skeptics, it raised questions about the psychological and emotional impacts of near-death experiences and the nature of the messages received during such moments. As the story of the boy's experience and the message he carried unfolds, the narrative explores these varied reactions and their implications. This examination not only provides insights into human psychology and spirituality, but also encourages viewers to reflect on their own beliefs and the possibilities that lie beyond the known physical world. The message the boy brought back from his near-death experience carries implications that extend far beyond his immediate circle of family and friends. This part of the story shifts focus to the wider groups and even cultural reactions, exploring how such messages can ripple through society. The boy's experience taps into broader themes, such as the nature of morality, the existence of an afterlife, and the responsibilities we hold towards each other as members of a group. These themes are not just theological or philosophical. They have practical implications in how people choose to live their lives and treat one another. Thus, the story of a single individual's extraordinary experience becomes a lens through which larger societal issues are examined and understood. Theologians could offer interpretations based on religious texts and beliefs, possibly viewing the boy's message as an echo of prophetic traditions found in many religions. This perspective might support the idea of divine messages as guidance for the morally and spiritually wayward, providing a contemporary application of ancient teachings. Skeptics, on the other hand, might argue that these experiences, while deeply affecting, are best understood through the lens of neuroscience and cognitive psychology. They would likely question the supernatural elements of the boy's story, promoting a more critical examination of the claims based on empirical evidence and scientific understanding. By weaving together these diverse expert opinions, the narrative not only enriches the discussion, but also encourages the audience to think critically about the nature of reality, the limits of human understanding, and the possible intersections of science and spirituality. As we navigate these complexities, the aim is to foster a deeper understanding of what it means to encounter the unknown and how to interpret messages that seem to defy ordinary explanation. It's important to reflect on what these extraordinary experiences and their messages might signify about human existence and spirituality. The boy's message, and others like it, challenge us to consider the possibility of a greater reality beyond what is perceptible by our senses. They prompt questions about the nature of consciousness, the possibility of an afterlife, and the essence of our spiritual beliefs. This exploration does not aim to provide definitive answers, but rather to open up spaces for dialogue and reflection. It invites viewers to consider the implications of these experiences for their own lives and beliefs. Whether one views them as psychological phenomena or as genuine spiritual encounters, these stories undeniably enrich our understanding of the human spirit's depth and resilience. In sharing this narrative, we encourage a respectful and open-minded consideration of possibilities that transcend conventional understanding. The discussions it prompts can lead to greater empathy and understanding among those with differing views on life, death, and what might lie beyond. Thank you for joining us in exploring this profound topic. The experiences we've discussed invite each of us to look deeper into our own beliefs and the mysteries that life presents. We welcome your thoughts and reflections. Please share them in the comments below. What do these stories awaken in you? How do they align with or challenge your views on life, death, and the possibility of something more? Your insights are valuable in this ongoing conversation about one of life's great mysteries.